The leader of a group of teenagers who brutally murdered a 66-year-old man using a pair of scissors got a break today.
Joshua Rogers' life sentence was reduced to a term of 35 to 60 years in prison, meaning he could be out in 16 years. 24-hour News 8's Barton Dieters was in court today and talked to the family of the man killed 19 years ago. Barton.
Well, Sue and Brian, the victim had just begun his new life as a retiree after more than 30 years at the General Motors plant in Wyoming. But on March 15th, 2014 saw him putting money into a jar for a fundraiser and decided to stalk and rob him. Rogers said he lives with regret and remorse since that day he helped kill the 66-year-old using a pair of scissors and then left him to die in Mecosta County.
Even though I know nothing I could possibly do to make up for the pain and sadness that I inflicted on the Jones family and this community.
Rogers said he takes full responsibility for the crime.
From the very bottom of my heart, I am sorry.
Willie Jones' nephew spoke directly to his uncle's murderer.
Because you were a man and you stood up and you said what you did. You realized what you did. You didn't try to hide behind circumstances like some of your partners did.
James Jones' father, the brother of the victim, was renowned Grand Rapids pastor Charlie Jones.
I had both barrels loaded to just do what I had to do and say what I had to say from inside of here, the hurt. But you know, I thought about what my father might do.
During his nearly 2 decades in prison, Rogers was described as a model prisoner, participating in programs and accepting responsibility for his actions, a key for many judges and parole boards.
Quite frankly, I thought that you were truly remorseful and very credible.
After the judge handed down the reduced sentence, Jones reflected on his uncle's life.
My uncle would have given them the money in the car.
He said while he understands why the resentencing happened, he does not agree with it. He also said he struggled with what to say in court.
I prayed about this, and actually my dad basically said something to me too, you know, like, you know, son, you gotta forgive. Who knows, God might have a purpose for this guy. You know, we can all be changed.
In his sentencing, Judge Mark Trusock said that his task is not to determine whether a law is something he agrees with, but rather to faithfully apply the law as written. In studio, Barton Dieters, 24-hour News 8.